Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I've messed that up. I'm ring rusty. Hope you're all good. Hope you're all well. First of all, anyone that's in the chat, can you hear me clearly? Andrew, I can see you in there, brother. Just let me know. Can you hear me clearly? Just let me know, people, because I don't know how my sound is sounding. Just let me know, people. Yep, you can hear me clearly. All good. All good. Welcome back, people. I'm very, very ring rusty. This channel has been very, very quiet for a long time. And people will know that I'm very, very open. We're going to get into all of it. Had loads and loads of things going on in the UK. And I deemed it was more important I spent time with my nephews and niece, more importantly. And the major thing, I had my tablet over there and my microphone has gone absolutely kaput. So I couldn't bring any quality content out. But as people can see, I'm back in Toronto. I have moved it. So you don't have that bookshelf to look forward to. You're going to have this. I'm going to try and decorate behind here. But this is just going to be a chill out hour. Catch up with so many people that I've missed not speaking to. Yeah, we'll speak Spurs if we absolutely have to. But I'm going to speak about what's going to happen with the channel moving forward, because we will be back bigger and better than ever. But this one, I'm going to be going through the comments like I do a certain chat show that is very well known here for people that are either on my time zone or late birds and early owls, night owls and early birds. God, I'm so out of practice, but we'll get there. So let's just see who's in the chat. There's 20 of you at the moment. Like I said, I'm going to go for an hour max. Big up to my brother, Andrew Gregory. And you're all the way in Australia, buddy. It's great to be back. And I'm going to be speaking about what's going to be going on very, very shortly. Wobblers GB, big up to you, my dear friend, Ryan McFarland. How are we doing? Then we've got all the yes, we can hear me. My brother from another mother. My dear friend, Craig O'Sullivan, big up, brother. I hope you're good and well. We've only chatted about 58 billion times today. Sure, we'll chat again later. Lisa, I hope you're good, darling. We didn't get to sit and meet each other whilst I was over. We'll sort that out. Jim, I wish you a very, very speedy recovery, whatever it is that you're going through. If you're still going to be in hospital tomorrow night, I will be seeing you through, because there will be a very, 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 very long stream tomorrow. Adam, big up to you, buddy. Henry Wong, big up to you. James, a dear friend of mine. Mate, I'm back in Canada. Do you know what? Coming back from Canada, first of all, I flew Thursday evening. I checked in everything Wednesday, as you do, 24 hours early. And then I think it was about midnight, 1:45 on the day of my flight Thursday. Got an email from Air Canada saying, look, the weather is adverse at the moment in Canada. Flights are being delayed or could be delayed, yada, 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 yada. If you want, we are offering you the opportunity to change your flights at any day you want, free of charge, within 7 days of your flight. Panicked like crazy, because all I wanted to do was get back home to Alana and wanted to see what the weather was like. And Alana said, yeah, it's fine. There's no storms doing. Couldn't get to sleep. Then checked Instagram. One of my friends posted that there was an earthquake, a very small earthquake. We don't get earthquakes here in Toronto, southern Ontario, which is where I am. And it rained anywhere from 2.9 to 3.1 on the Richter scale. I was like, oh, here we go. But I got on my flight. The plane was deserted. Hardly anyone on the plane. So we arrived an hour early, went outside into the weather to have my beautiful, wonderful wife pick me up. Minus 24 degrees. And I was in a tracksuit, a literally hoodie tracksuit. The wind was going right through my joggers. It was like going into a polar vortex, but it is great to be home. Mr. 57 Screens, I hope you're good and well. Who else is here? Mika, I am good, buddy. I am good. Everything will feel complete tomorrow, because tomorrow I will be back in the world-famous home of Toronto Spurs, the Scotland Yard, and I can't wait to see everyone. Job, big up to you, buddy. Not Dan, so Van der Ven. Mate, this football club is beyond anything you could ever wish to imagine. Active on, big up to you, buddy. Typical that I go back and change for Spurs after this massive protest on Sunday. And Enoch is the biggest FU to Daigle, has Jan Vertonghen, my second favourite ever Spurs player, my favourite ever defender. I love that man dearly. Is going to be on the ground on Sunday. Big up to a dear friend, Ronnie. I hope you're good and well. And Angus. Right. So, people, just, you know, what's going on with the channel. We will be back, and we will be back big, bold, and like we've never been away. But I am going to let people know a few things. Thankfully, I've got my wisdom tooth extraction on Friday. I waited 4 months for the NHS to mess me about. And thankfully, my parents have paid for it to be private, and I'm getting seen Friday. So that 4 months, the reason I came for was a complete busted flush of a trip. But I got 4 months with my nephews and niece that I never would have had. So swings and roundabouts. But I need to get back into work. I need to focus heavily on my beautiful wife and me. I know, so this channel will be heavily focusing on my time zone, the Toronto time zone. And we will be starting tomorrow with a show that I love and have missed dearly and gets great traction, and a great group of people in the chat. Unlike what I was witnessing back home in the UK with the trolls and everything, Late Night Lillywhite is back as of tomorrow, and it would just have to be transfer deadline day, wouldn't it? So I am going to try and do another Late Night Lillywhite marathon where I'll be starting from 9 p.m. Toronto time tomorrow, which is 2 a.m. UK time, and work your time zone around that. And I'm going to aim to go for the full window. Like we've done before, the 14-hour ones, I'm aiming to do that. Yeah, the Royal Rumble, buddy, I was just scanning through it. It weren't as good as they have been. The atmosphere in the stadium was shocking. So, yeah, there will be regular Late Night Lillywhites. I plan to do a few things pre-recorded. Ben will do daytime stuff when he can. But there is going to be a lot, and I mean a lot, and this man, Kamal, will be very happy, a lot of Late Night Lillywhite. I am focusing a lot more. And the great thing about it is everyone else is asleep. All the other content creators have to sleep at some point. So I am going to be focusing heavily on Late Night Lillywhite and shows around this time and during the day looking for a job. Kamal, Late Night Lillywhite is back as of tomorrow, brother. Let me just say good evening to Paul, buddy. I hope you're good and well. Jim, this has been floating around in this chat as well. It has been chatting up. It's been going on this chat as well. Do you know what? Who knows what is going on with this football club? Who knows who's fit? Who knows who's injured? The main thing about tomorrow, obviously, 3 points are a must. 3 points are an absolute must. I don't give a fuck about Arsenal potentially winning the Premier League. Where we are, I want 3 points. I want to win. We all know the controversy it caused with that Ange Postecoglou and them going for the title. And I was one of those fans that said, you know what, I don't want them winning the title. If we get Europa League, we get Europa League. We get Europa League because we went and won the bloody thing. But that was a one-off. Tomorrow is all about 3 points. In fact, I can't believe it. I hate what I'm about to say. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Chelsea. We could have been in a lot of shit. So we should see. Yeah, Kamal, like I said, tomorrow, I hope you're with us for Late Night Lillywhite. You know, in Spain, mate, they're back. They're back. So I forgot, who was it that was saying that at the beginning that they're in hospital? There we go. It was Jim. Jim, if you are in hospital tomorrow and you can't sleep and you're looking for content, I'll have you covered from 2 a.m. Monday morning. Mate, they're coming back. I'm heavily focusing on them. You know, you were a part of them, as you saw. The thing I loved about it most was the chat, and we didn't. Obviously, I did the show, went through the comments. We had it engaging. It wasn't just Tottenham talk as well. We could talk movies, weird crisp flavors. We're going to have some fun. Let's see what Ronnie said. 12 players. Porro, who, let's face it, I've said ages, a lot of Spurs fans would have said, overplayed and overplayed and undervalued. And whenever I say that phrase, I don't mean wages. I mean their mental state, their physicality, their bodies. And it's caught up with Porro. Dan Spence out, Dan So, Van der Ven Davies, both out, Bentancur. My good God. My good God. Messiah, wicked. There you go. There you go. So you're covered, buddy. You're covered. Mate, listen, you look too good today. I actually thought Leeds were going to do you. I had days of Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank and Mark Viduka ruining your title challenges, but you got through. Woo! Big up, Phil, brother. I hope you're good. Jim, yeah, it's an absolute must. It's an absolute must. Oh, mate. Do you know what, Richard? I'm like I said, I speak openly about this. A few people in this chat already will know about it. After the North London derby, and the North London derby had nothing to do with it, I had a major mental health wobble, relapse, whatever you want to call it. People will know I speak very openly about these kind of things because I'm an advocate for mental health and try to help people and point them in the right direction. Even if I tell my story, it may help people. I didn't leave my bedroom for 9 days, didn't leave my bed for 9 days, apart from to take a piss or get some food. The warning signs were there. And it was straight after the NLD. I got on the train home. I started crying on the train home. Not about the game. Everything just got it. And I've had such a disconnect since then. Obviously, people will always see me on We Are Tottenham TV. You may not see me on a lot of channels anymore. And it's not because I don't love them or I haven't got time for them. We Are Tottenham TV. I've always said, no matter what, they say jump, I say how high. If they ever need me, I will always be there. What they've done for me, YouTube-wise and personally-wise, my love for those two are unrivaled, unmatched. But I'm cutting back from a lot. And not just, the chats are just vile. And Twitter and social media is just filth. I want to talk to people like yourselves and have a good time talking Spurs, even during the dark times. So yeah, it is getting worse, buddy. It is. I've been refusing to listen to transfer rumours. I've been refusing. I've just been like, I've been like Thomas Frank, who, by the way, as I said, I got it wrong. I got it hideously wrong. I really thought he was, people will know, I really thought he was the man and he was going to lead us to glory. But I've been so disappointed by what he's done. But like he says, when he goes, after a game, I give 24 hours, whether to enjoy the win or to reflect on the lose, and then it's forgotten about. As Craig will vouch for, if he's still in the chat, and I'm sure he is, and Phil will, I've got to the point where the day of the match, the day after the match, I will look at social media, I'll watch channels, then I'm done. Done to the next game, I don't care. I've been active on Twitter this month because it's January, obviously, but I just can't be arsed with it. I cannot be arsed with it. And it's not just what's going on with Spurs. I don't know if anyone else has been feeling like this. I fucking hate VAR. I want it gone. I want it gone. It's ruining the game. 6-minute decision. I'd rather we lose to an offside goal that VAR weren't there and picked up than waiting 6, 7, 8 minutes for the nonsense that it is. Mate, Canada, mate, it's so cold. It is so cold. Yeah, Jim, you got, mate, big time thanks for Chelsea. Come on, listen, I can understand that. I can understand that. Listen, I think at the moment we are, thank God for Chelsea again. Like Jim just said, thank God for Chelsea, because if they hadn't got the win, we would have been in a... We are so close, especially with our games we've got coming up. We could be in big problems. Mate, do you know what? Z, do you know what? I said it on We Are Tottenham TV after the Frankfurt game. We were so shit in January and thought we were going to win everything, or at least get a positive points return. This is what we had in January is what I thought we would have had here in February. But Spurs being Spurs will probably now, not saying they will, this is just tongue in cheek, knowing us, we'll go this month unbeaten. Not saying we'll win them all, but wouldn't it just be the most Spursy thing ever to now go undefeated for this month after that shower of shit in January? Yeah, mate. Listen, I listen. I understand where people are going. This conversation will always split opinions, always, and always cause controversy. Always, always, always. No matter what. This season, I don't care. I don't care. Will Arsenal get the job done? They're looking very likely. Do I think City can catch them? Absolutely. Am I more? Do I think there's more pressure or there's more a chance of us getting relegated than Arsenal with the games they've got and Man City to play chasing them? Do I think there's more risk of Tottenham going down than Arsenal winning the league? And right now I do. With the 5 games we've got, I really, really think us going down is much more realistic and viable than it's ever been. Ever. Last season, we had the shit 3 teams. Thank God. This year, it's too close for call. I find out tomorrow if I'm in hospital for another night. Hip replacement surgery this morning. Either way, pain keeps me awake. No, Jim, listen. Hip replacements, I know when my grandma had it, everything, God bless her, or rest in peace. I hope you have a very, very speedy recovery. There's a lot of physio in it and everything. We'll put it this way, mate. If you get out, you might be able to play for Spurs next. Your hip replacement, you may be one of the fittest at Hotspur away, buddy. But I hope, like you said, if you're at home, most important thing is you get home, buddy. And if you are awake because of the pain, we'll be here. We will be here. Mate, one of the great things is living here. Because if them lot do it, I could just step away from it. My phone will go nuts with the gooners, I do know. But it ain't nothing like if you live back home. Angus, yeah. Mate, David Shire, love this man. I hope you're feeling better. This is someone else. I don't know if you're still in hospital, buddy, like Jim is. I'm wishing you a very, very speedy recovery as well. Doing a lot more stuff your time zone and my time zone, David. So you'll be about a lot more, buddy. What else have we got? Oh, there we got a members chat from him. Back on the meds. Fantastic, buddy. It's what I like to hear. The photo you sent me was scarring. God knows what you were feeling, but wishing you a very, very speedy recovery. Mr. 57 screens. I don't care if Arsenal win the league. The one on Mr. 57 screens, I'm bang on with you. It's good to talk openly, Brian. I've been sectioned in that. Yeah, mate, listen. I thought I was on the verge of another breakdown at times, and something that which coincided with my meltdown, or not meltdown, that's the wrong word. My wobble, as I call it, or little rehabs, is the day we played PSG and lost 5-2, I think it was in the Champions League. For about 6-7 weeks, I had a horrific time of shitting blood. And we're not talking a little bit. We're talking a lot. And I had to have a load of tests for prostate cancer. Thankfully, absolutely fine, no problem. They're still looking into things, but I've got to transfer it to here. But, mate, Messiah, you've probably seen me a lot or haven't, but I am very, very open about mental health and addiction. People know I'm a recovering alcoholic, cocaine addict. It will be 18 years sober from alcohol in July 28th. And I keep saying, if I ever get diagnosed with bipolar, from July onwards, the sober me will legally be allowed to drink. So who knows? But yeah, mate, I will always talk openly about it. We do a lot of stuff for mental health as well on this channel, and I'm going to do a lot more of it. And I've got a few ideas for stuff I want to do in Toronto, because it's my dream job to become a counsellor and be able to talk to people and help people with addiction or that suffer mental health. Big up, brother. I hope you're good and well. We will be back a lot. Oh, mate, congratulations. Mate, 42 days is something to be very proud of. 6 weeks, mate. Every single passing day is something to be proud of. So I'm gonna, as you can see, I'm gonna cheers you with a cup of tea. Congratulations, congratulations. Oh, I didn't see David Shire. Big up, my man. Has gifted 5 people memberships. So if you have become a member from David, please thank him. What else have we got? Dragosin starts tomorrow, apparently. In a back three with yeah. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up, people. It is insane. It is ridiculous. But it is Tottenham. Kamal's giving you some good job, bro. Like I said, and Kamal, everyone, the thing I love about doing shows, and this is at 6:22, so it's still, 11 o'clock back home, 11:30 coming up. The ones that I love doing, and Kamal will vouch for it because he was there pretty much every single one, the late night Lily White crowds were incredible. It was just pure banter, fun, laughter, no hostility, no trolling, no abuse. It's going to be great. Jim, important to talk about, right? Most of us, exactly, buddy. It's what I plan to do. I plan to do a lot more. Mr. 57 Screens has become a member because of Wayne, because of David. So well done. Let's have a look. Big up, Alec. Always good to see you, buddy. Always good to see you. Oh, don't say that, Kamal. Don't say that. Richie. By the way, you got Richie's number one cheerleader here. And he does love Richie. And he raises a lot of good points. And mainly about the slander he gets compared to other players when he's been the one scoring the goals. Jim, I can't celebrate a bleeding goal due to bloody VR. Exactly. Mate. And the annoying thing about it, Jim, is you watch come the World Cup coming up, which I can't wait for to be in Toronto, at this side of the pond. The World Cup and Euros, VAR is exceptional. Done in a minute, done, gone by, and dealt with. I can't stand it. I want it gone. I can't stand it. Exactly, mate. It's ruining it. It is ruining it. We have to. Yep. How do we show how we are? Well, I commented on a thing the last word on Spurs tweeted, saying that Spurs are discussing obviously the clauses players have in their contracts. If they go down, obviously it activates. But they said they're not discussing, or they're not thinking to be a part. And then they were talking about how at away matches they've had to step up security of the board members getting into the away ground for fear of verbal abuse and everything. Well, other clubs that are in trouble or going, I responded saying all clubs during January, whether they're going for glory or survival, dare to get this right and push the boat out to the best of their capabilities. But the very, very, very team that has the motto to dare is to do, hide under the table. Elite club mentality. And Chris Cowlin announced yesterday, not he announced it, but he tweeted about it, that Spurs were proud to announce that they've re-signed Monster as the official energy drink. The official energy drink partner of Tottenham Hotspur. You're like, well, surely you can do those deals all year round. There's no transfer deadline day for getting sponsorships. But here we are. Here we are dealing with energy drinks. Mate, he's being serious. Come on. Craig loves Richie. I'm being serious. Gyökeres, mate, by the way, who I loved the season before and wanted ahead of Solanke. My God, how bad. Apologies accepted. I would rather win against Wolves, West Ham, and Forest. Look, the sad thing is we need to beat those teams. Well, let's put it this way. Wolves, and I hate it when people are going, oh my God, that Wolves game, we can't beat Wolves. People can't fathom when I say to them, the last manager to beat Wolves as Tottenham manager was Jose Mourinho. Wolves, us to Wolves are what Man City is to us. West Ham, we can't play him again, and we obviously lost. Forest, we can play him once, but mate, I went to that Forest away game. I don't even want to mate. I was not happy. I was not happy at all. Jim, couldn't agree more, buddy. Couldn't agree more. Let's see. Hey, wait, I'm back on the mend, mate. Yeah, listen. He's said it. I have never seen anything more harrowing than the photo I received of that. When you hear I had an abscess burst on my foot, I didn't know what to expect. Then I got the photo. It didn't sound nice, but then when you get the photo, my good God. There you go. The question is, though, can City defensively keep teams up? We'll see. We'll see. Look, they brought in Guehi, which will be a great signing for them. Great signing for them. What's Craig saying? We need points more than we need Arsenal to lose the title. Mate, Craig has hit the hammer, hit the nail on the head, people. On the head. Mate, you can call me. Whether I answer the phone is another thing. My best mate, away from Spurs and away from whatever, who I met when I lived in Israel, was a guy called Jerry, and he's a diehard gooner. Diehard. But we have a deal, especially on North London Derby Day, that if our team have lost, we have a 2-hour cooling down period where we can't call each other and contact people. And where that rule came from, I've had bets with Jerry in the pub on Spurs Arsenal. One of them was the loser had to kiss the winner's feet. Arsenal won. I kissed his foot. Bet's a bet. I made it. I've got to be. And then all of a sudden, someone is holding my fucking head down, so I can't move. So I'm just latched onto his foot. When I finally did get to let go and turn around, it was my fucking father holding me down. But the reason we have that 2-hour cooling off period is people remember the 4-4 with the David Bentley goal and Harry Redknapp. That was before smartphones. That was like your Nokia 3310s and whatever. He left at 4-2 to try and get to the station to miss the traffic. And he called me. And I thought, why the fuck's he calling me, of all people? He called me up. He was pissed himself laughing. You guys are fucking shit. We battered you. How'd you feel leaving the Emirates with 0 points again? I was like, oh, Jerry. I was wondering why you're laughing. I don't know why you are laughing. We drew 4-4. And he's like, shut up, fuck off. It's like, Jerry, I'm telling you, I swear to God, we drew 4-4. And then he goes, I'll call you back. He went to the pub, messaged me back and said, don't speak to me for 48 hours. He weren't happy. So now we have a 2-hour calling off period. Mate, this is one. David says this, and it's from the heart, and people will know. There are people, I'm not going to mention names. I am now speaking with people that have seen me on channels or We Are Tottenham TV and speak about my battles with addiction and mental health, and I now speak to them via WhatsApp, via social media, private messaging. This is a very, this channel don't stand for trolls, don't stand for abuse. We will talk about anything and everything. We have some very, very incredible mods in the chat. There are a few people that I am going to make mods tomorrow on Late Night Lily White because of the stuff that we're going to be doing in my time zone. But yeah, this is always going to be a very, very, very welcoming and open chat. Mate, send me a message, brother, and we'll connect. Send me a message. Mate, I love Dominic Solanke. I love him. Listen, I've said from the get-go when he gets back, and even Frank said he'll do well for Frank. He's come back and listen, he's got amongst the goals. We need better. We need better by far. But from coming back for 5 months and doing nothing, and his hold-up play to do it. He needs to get better. He needs to be consistent. But he's come back and has been thrown into playing 70-minute games rather than easing himself back. David has just given another membership out. So that's 6 memberships he's given out already. Thank you very much, David, brother. James, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Yeah, the Tottenham family is most important. Okay, thank you very much indeed. Mate, it's always from me. It's always from the heart. It's always... No, I can fly off the handle. 1 second. I can shout and scream and rant because it's emotions. But the most important thing is being there for each other. And there's bigger things than Tottenham goddamn Hotspur. Damn right. I am going to the Scotland Yard tomorrow with my Enoch Out t-shirt. I'm hoping, not definite, hoping that at some point during the late night Lily White marathon, bonanza, whatever you want to call it, someone for Change for Spurs will be coming on. Don't know who yet. I've spoken to Jay, who's I know a lot of the Change for Spurs. So they will try to come on. But yeah, everyone's got to do their thing tomorrow. Everyone's got to do their thing. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, buddy. It's always a pleasure to see you in the chat. Mate, we've left it for last minute. I said on We Are Tottenham TV, I think we bring 2 in. Don't know if they'll be quality or not. If they're Raheem Sterling, walks through Hotspur Way and is holding a Spurs shirt, I could be on a flight home. My wife will get... No, I won't be. I won't be. But I will go absolutely nuclear. But, talking of that, seriously now, and serious, I am... From everything I saw back home with Change for Spurs doing their protests, I monitored a lot of things very, very closely. And I've always said, and I know it for a fact anyway, that there are so many people in North America that want to protest and be a part of it. And obviously, logistically, just cannot get there for obvious reasons on a weekly basis, bi-weekly basis, monthly, whatever. And I've flirted with it before, but it is going to be all systems go. I am arranging North American protests, and I need anyone and everyone to get involved, promote it. And if you want to get involved, I'll be speaking about it a lot on Lily White, late night Lily White. I want to target NFL head offices, NFL matches when the season restarts. This ain't going to be just a now thing. NFL stores, Nike HQ, Nike stores, getting banners into a major American sporting event. Tavistock in Miami, Florida. I want to speak to people that will be on this time zone that could be in the Far East, that are by AIA and all those people. So we will see what we can do. I'm going a 2-1 Spurs win, only because it's Manchester City and what we do. Only because of that. Zach Robinson, brother, how are you? Yeah, we'll see. we'll see. Jesus. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I do think, sorry, I was getting back to it with signings. I said on We Are Top TV, I think 2 are going to come through the door. 3, if Mawani was to leave, but apparently no goalie Mawani is staying. Rich is an atrocious player, but he's still... I hope Craig's not in the chat. There'll be a message from Craig shortly. Look, one thing I will say, and Craig will know I say it, his first touch, sometimes I think he's got bouncy castles as football boots. But first of all, the fact that he stayed fit all season up until Solanke comes back and then he gets injured. You can't write this stuff. You can't write. A player that is constantly injured stays fit all season until our player, who doesn't really have major injuries, comes back from having a 5-month major injury. But Richard, if it hadn't been for Richarlison's goals this season, God knows where we'd be. God knows where we'd be. Even Craig will admit we need to get better than him. We can't guarantee that he'll be fit for as long as he has. I mean, that period he's just been through was incredible for fitness-wise. We need better. We've got, if you look at it, depending on how old you are in this chat, how old you are individually, I've been saying this is the first time in my lifetime where I can go through Spurs squads and not say there's a striker that will get us out of trouble. There's a winger like a Ginola, an Anderton, a Bale. Then you go forwards, a Berbatov, a Sheringham, a Kane, a Lineker, a Klinsmann, Clive Allen, and I'm just picking fuse it. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it. Yeah, I mean, Scarlett going on loan. His treatment of Scarlett, his treatment of Tell, it's mad. No stadium name up, but don't worry, Jim. We have energy drinks. We have energy drinks, which is all important. Mate, we are just in a shit show. We are in a shit show. Look who's here. Look who is here. I don't know if he still is here. Like I said, Aki is here. We've been very inactive, and like I said, I will put a lot of it down to me as always. Like I said, my tablet was down. Everything going on in my life, we just didn't have the time to do anything. We will be doing some more stuff during the day, but it will be heavily focused live shows on this time zone around the world. But we shall see. There will be more. The Man City game is different this time. Yeah, mate, it's all about 3 points. Mate, the Royal Rumble was shit. Absolutely fucking shit. Do you know what? I used to love the Royal Rumble. It was the one event where you never knew what was going to happen. It was shocking. Shocking. We are Spurs TV. Big up, buddy. A guy I speak regularly to on Twitter. A top man. Yeah, mate. Do you know what? And people will know again. I was going to give Enoch till the end of the summer window. I think a lot of us fell for it. I should know better. I should personally have known better. And I fell for it, but I've woken up. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. But one thing I will say, so many people going, oh my God, who would have thought that Levy would have left and we would have got worse? I agree with it to some point. The one part that I do agree is he would have sat Frank by now. He would have sat Frank. But if people think that the transfer windows would have been any different, we would have broken the wage. The only difference Levy would have done is he would have sacked Frank earlier. That's it. Whether that would have turned out to be a good thing, a bad thing, we'll never know. But people are saying it like if Levy was here, everything would be rosy in the garden. It wasn't. What is happening now is years and years and years and years of poor recruitment and mismanagement, and it's all catching up with us. All catching up with us. Let's see. I'm skipping a few where you're chatting amongst each other. Seeing Arsenal win against Leeds, I fell asleep in the second half just because I'm jet lagged to fuck. And I woke up and it was 4-0. I've got a feeling Kamal doesn't like Gyökeres. David, do you know what? We got you. We got Jim with his hip. I think we could actually get an injured Spurs 11 from the fan base and put up a fight. So we'll see what's going on. Roman Reigns won it. I really wanted Randy Orton to win it. I love Randy. Randy Orton is on my Mount Everest. Not Mount Everest. What's it called? Rushmore. Mount Rushmore. Yep. Although I will say I think Conor Gallagher is a very smart buy. I got nothing wrong with the Conor Gallagher thing at all. But he needs to be the benchmark of above, not okay, that's the wicked signing, brilliant. That's stuff. Definitely, Marne, brother, good to see you, geezer. We'll be in contact and get you on the show soon, man. Roman Rice. Don't talk bloody. Let's see, what way we'll got here. The window was atrocious. Yep, correct. That. Listen, we got Gallagher because of Benson cause injury. One thing I will say with it is I was happy to see how Edic reacted to it because he was on the verge of going to Villa. They got Gallagher and they wrapped it up quickly. What I will say, apart from the Sousa one, which was always going to be trouble because of work permits, blah, 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 the replacement for Bentancur, and hopefully this is the end of Bentancur and he can go in the summer, Spurs reacted quickly and got it done, which was a positive thing if you're going to find and I think he'll be a very good player for us. Solanke is who we have missed. What a player, gets time under his belt. Yeah, I think he will do well for it. I haven't seen any of it. All I saw people go nuts when it was 2-0 West Ham, and I was like, oh, for God's sake. God's sake. It was looking like a shit show, wasn't it? But as we've said, and I'm going to keep saying it, thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Chelsea. Big time. It's like a big time. Yeah, let's talk about who we're going to sign. Okay. Alakush, I would take. I think he's a real prospect. I think he's a very, very good player. Will he do it in the Premier League? Don't know. Is it right now a hit and hope? Because obviously from Monaco to the Premier League, obviously. Jones, I'm surprised at how many people really want him. And I don't mean that in a bad way to him. He's a good player. He's a young player. He'll grow. But how many midfielders have we got from that? Andy Robertson. I think he is the second best left back to ever play in the Premier League. I really do. Behind Ashley Cole, unfortunately. But it's just typical Spurs, isn't it, Kamal? We wanted him when he was at Hull, but we wouldn't pay the wages and we wouldn't pay the fee. He goes to Liverpool, becomes elite, unbelievable player, wins absolutely everything. Liverpool then say, right, you're getting on a bit. That's enough. We don't need you anymore. We're going to bring in better quality and you'll be on the bench. And then all of a sudden we're sniffing around. Does he come into the squad and make the squad better? Influence-wise, what he's won, blah, 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 yes. But we've gone from a team that had one left back in Destiny, and obviously Spence could be there, to potentially now having three. One in Destiny, who, if he stays fit, I think can be a really good player. Sousa, and then Sterling, Robinson, who it's a quick fix. Sterling, hell, goddamn, no. He was great at Liverpool. He was great at City. Went to Chelsea on massive wages. Even went to the filth. Can't get a game. But because he's free, we're around. If we sign Raheem Sterling, it will show just how pathetic this board is. It will be pathetic. It will show how pathetic we are. And I will say, I can say, once again, I can see you guys in the chat. I do keep an eye on, obviously, I've got the mods. I love you guys in the chat. There's only 48 of us in here. There will be more tomorrow. And obviously, because of our inconsistency, we need to build the channel back up again. But this chat always is one of the most proudest things Ben and I are of this channel. The bond with you guys in the chat and respect you hold for each other are incredible. I just saw, when does the window shut? So it closes 7 p.m. Monday evening UK time, which is Monday 2 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm going live at 9 a.m. I think the record I've done is 15 hours on the channel, and then Ben was here and took over because I needed to sleep. But I plan to go to at least 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. I plan to do at least 12 hours. So the coffee, people know the coffees will be going. We'll see how the jet lag does. It always takes me so many days coming back as it does to go in there. But we will have a good show tomorrow evening. But it closes that's where it was. It closes 2 p.m. our time, brother. You're on the East Coast like me. 2 p.m. Monday afternoon our time. Messiah's put a belt on Logan. Yeah, I bet you did, mate. I bet you did. Has it ever happened to a team that their rival wins the league? I don't know. I'm like, actually, there might be a good chance for Manchester United, Manchester City back in the day. There might be a good chance for that, but not that I can think of. James. Unfortunately, Vicario in goal. I really hope he goes to Inter. I would come home and personally make sure and escort him to Milan if I had the opportunity. Starting 11, Jesus Christ. Well, Destiny left back. Who's available right back? Porro's out. Looks like Spence is out. Damn, so it could be Dragusin and Romero. I don't even want to do this. This is, oh my God. He has, mate. Mate, this guy is incredible. Oh, my travels went brilliant, geezer, and it's good to see. Like I said, the plane was so empty. We took off half an hour late, but arrived just over an hour early. I was on the window side. I had the 3 seats. There was meant to be someone on the aisle seat. They didn't show up or change their seat because the middle of the plane was so empty, so they could have a row to themselves. And a very, very smooth flight. Even enjoyable airplane food. Only bad thing about it is when I stepped outside and I left England, and I think it was like 6-7 degrees, and I stepped out into minus 24 degrees. And let's just say, after missing winter for a little while, my God, did it hit me. Like, as I speak currently right now, here in Toronto, let's have a look. It is coming up 10 to 7. It is currently minus 12, but it is feeling like minus 19. So it's lovely weather. But I will say, as soon as February's out the way, March can be a bitch as well. Then it's sweet till October. Renier, big up to you. I know of a few Spurs supporters clubs here in South Africa. Can we join in the protest somehow? Our time's up, mate. I don't know if Change for Spurs are doing anything Renier, for the international fans to begin with, but reach out to me. I don't know if you've got my social media or my email address. I normally put my email address in here. I'll put it in tomorrow. If you have any NFL, Nike, whatever HQs, I'm planning to organise something worldwide. Mainly focusing, obviously, I could do a lot more here in North America, but I'm looking for people in Far East, parts of Africa, like literally, so the international fan base don't feel that all they're doing is putting out tweets on social media or doing things. I know the international fan base, from being an international fan now, are prepared to put in the hard graft for protest. So we shall see. He doesn't want out, Kamal, brother, but I will say, Renier, reach out to me. Let me know if you got my details. If not, I'll put my email address on the chat tomorrow. He wants to stay another year to play with his brother. He doesn't want to go anywhere, thank God. If we let this man go, again, it will just show that this football club, until they're gone, is doomed. He is indeed, Jim, right now. Although I don't know if Romero's caught up with him. But he's definitely up there, buddy. He's definitely up there. Yep, we're still loading out players. It's mad. Dom, the mod, brother, not only are we back, Late Night Lily White is back as of tomorrow. Oh my God, look who's here. We've got Ali, Musa Ali. How are you, buddy? How are you, bro? Late Night Lily White is back as of tomorrow evening. And it's going to be a transfer deadline day bonanza. And if people were there, I know you were, Missy, and I know Kamar was, and I know a few others were there when we did the Xavi Simons one. It was just to be a short 3-hour one. And then we were the only ones streaming. And within an hour, it all went nuts at about 1-2 in the morning about Xavi Simons coming to us. And I ended up doing a 9-hour stream. And Ben Kaufman, who's part of the channel, came and joined us. And I was like, listen, I need to go to the toilet. Need to take a piss. Need to make a coffee. Been going for 7 hours, 8 hours. And I missed the here we go. So Ben got that. But I can't wait to get those shows back up and running. We are all good We are all good. What I will say, Ryan, is this is. I've just seen a message from a dear friend of mine. This is the rumours that are going crazy. These are the rumours that are going crazy. I haven't seen it myself, but this chat has been speaking about it a lot. I've just got to take a picture of this. I've got to take a picture of this. Anyone ever sees Junior Mafia in the chat? He is a great friend of mine. He's like family to me. He's got one of the best Twitter accounts that no one knows of. And that tweet is just brilliant. That message is just brilliant. I hope you're good, Junior. I hope you're good. Oh, mate, he'll probably start tomorrow. Yeah, he's gone, mate. He's gone. He's gone. Yeah, mate, I would take Jarrod Bowen in a goddamn heartbeat. When we were linked with Somerville, I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Dave, big up to you. All is good, buddy. All is good. Dom the mod is back in. I was Frank out, but we probably should just wait till the end of the season, see how he does. Look, Ben from We Are Tottenham TV is convinced, like absolutely convinced, Poch is coming back. Like it's like he is so convinced that they're not going to get an interim. They're just going to see it out. What we got around this just shows how Spursy Tottenham are. We are 14th or wherever we are in the league currently now. Can't win at home and everything, but yet we finished 4th in the Champions League, had the meanest defence, kept the most clean sheets, and are the only team out of 32 or 36, whatever it is, in that didn't concede a goal at home. And obviously, people are talking about Ange and him staying for doing the league. It's a hard one. I am Frank out now. I said to myself, I'm not going to turn on him. But why I have turned on him is because of the crap he says after matches. I've never seen anyone go, yeah, I think we've been playing really, really well, just didn't get the results. Like, I expected so much more from him. Disappointed. Really wanted it to work, but it hasn't. What else have we got? Damn right, Matt. Damn right. And they'll be back very, very regularly, especially the late night Lily Whites. Yeah, Vuskovic will be staying, Jim. Vuskovic will be staying. He wants to play next season there because of his brother. I think his development has gone insane. It's gone insane. This guy. But should we lose a Romero or Van de Ven in the summer, or both, then he shouldn't be staying in Germany another year. He needs to come home. And just to go back to the theme of the show, just in case anyone realised, Kamal doesn't like Gyökeres. He does not like Gyökeres. Zach, you're giving it to the end of the summer. That's a price, mate. Each to their own. I respect that. I speak to Zach a lot. But yeah, I'm done with them. I'm done. I'm so done with them. I love it. I love seeing how far I got back with the chat because I've just seen Love Randy. Has he just, wait a minute, he's just gifted another membership. David has given 7 memberships away. So thank you very much indeed for that. Where the hell? Oh, there we go. Ginsley, thank you so much for this message. Look, my dad, God bless him, he's getting old. He's 73 years old. He's been diagnosed with diabetic now. But my dad, so I'm 47 in June. In my entire life, I've only seen my dad wiped out, as in ill. Obviously, he had flu or the cold, but he soldiers through. When I was about 8 or 9 years old, he had the mumps. And obviously, mumps in elder men or older guys, compared to having a kid, could wipe you out big time. Then during the World Cup in Qatar, he had cellulitis, and his leg, they almost had to chop his leg off because they thought he had a flesh-eating bacteria in his leg. And now he's just got problems with breathing, and he's got more problems with his foot. Getting old. But I spoke to him today. He's feeling a lot better in himself, which is great. But Gincheri, thank you so much for that message, mate. I really appreciate it. So true. So true. Right, let's go through some other messages. Like I said, it's not going to be a long one tonight, people, because I'm going to go spend the evening with my wife. But tomorrow is going to be a marathon, a bonanza. What else have we got? So, I personally pick out Alakush on a bike, but I think that will be a big problem. I would like to see him come in. I think we should get. I would rather we sign more proven quality for right here, right now. But I do think this guy is a star of the future. We better win tomorrow. I am someone we best win tomorrow. Our survival is a lot more important than them winning the league. And I know people feel about it differently. But for me, it is definitely we have to win tomorrow without a shadow of a doubt. My great friends, Dave and Pam, or just Dave. First of all, Dave and Pam, if you're watching, much love. Love you both. I hope to see one of you or both of you at the yard tomorrow. Can't wait. Not a chance in hell do I want. Listen, I don't want him back. Don't go back. I don't want him back. I can't believe the damage. Not him personally, but I'm going to get myself into trouble here, but what the hell? The divide from this Ange fan base and the whole, if Ange was here, we would still be winning. We'd be top of the league. I've never seen... I see fans. Listen, if you're an Ange Postecoglou fan in here, absolutely, your opinion is respected here. I won't go, oh my God, you're an idiot. I don't do that stuff. But I just didn't think it was, I wouldn't want to go back there. But I remember when Jose came. Jose was the first manager that I realised when he came to Spurs that have fans that literally support Jose and go and follow him around the clubs he goes to. And if that's the way some people follow their team, again, that's how you support a football team, absolutely fine. But the absolute divide and abuse from Ange in fans to Ange out fans, and every time we do something bad, like when we play a good game of football, Frank played Ange ball. No, he didn't. Other managers played attacking football long before Ange Postecoglou came in. Poch, Harry Redknapp, Terry Venables, Bill Nick. I can keep going back and back and back. That's just Spurs. If Ange Postecoglou comes back to Spurs, I will not stream anymore till he's gone. You won't see me on any channel at all because of this fan base. Ange Postecoglou will always, and I've said this the whole time, will always go down as a legend to me, an absolute legend. And I say that about every single player and manager that has won a trophy for this football club. Minus one person. I include George Graham, a legend of this club, but his captain, one sole Julius Campbell, fuck off, for obvious reasons. So to me, I will always be eternally thankful to Ange. I will always say you're a legend because you've won a cup, and that's how I say legends. Obviously, we can say Harry Kane is a legend, blah, 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 what he's done in his Spurs career, but anyone that has got a winner's medal for Tottenham Hotspur is a legend to me, period. But I would not have him back, and I would stop streaming immediately because of the fan base. But like I said, people in here support Ange, love Ange, each to their own. There's no abuse here, no nothing. I just categorically couldn't agree less. Duran, yeah, that's the thing, Jim. His mentality. Mate, you know what, if that's the midfield, with the injuries being how bad they are, if someone had said to me last season that could be a midfield partnership, I'd have no problems with it. Yes, we need creativity or whatever, but for a team that's going to need to be on the ball tomorrow, I wouldn't have a problem with that. You give it as much as a 1. Good for you. Good for you. I wouldn't even give it a 1, buddy. I wouldn't even give it a 1 right now. But like I said, I do rate the Conor Gallagher. I do like the Conor Gallagher signing. Gazatan, thank you very much indeed, buddy. Like I said, This is what this channel's about, getting your views across. Not just me, all of you guys, having fun, relaxing, chilling. I am very, very blunt and straight to the point. People either love it or or they hate it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But thank you very much for the super chat. Yeah, Big Country Crit. I got home very nice and safely. I got, mate, it's still, I'm so happy to be here. So happy to be back home. What else have we got? Because I'll be wrapping up in 10, 15, 20 minutes. He says, exactly, Jim. Mate, if this guy comes, I will write. I will write. You're going to want to come to this channel, especially happens on deadline day, because I will lose the plot. Mate, because Spurs don't do these things. And Joel, fair play to Parrot. Look, we can all say Parrot, who would have known he's done it. He made the move to Holland. And I love them, not just Spurs players. You look at people like Jude Bellingham, Joe Bellingham, even Sancho, and other players. Madueke, they'll go to Europe now to test themselves rather than just going lower divisions. Parrot's having a great time. People know my love for Alfie Devine, who's flying at Preston. I've watched a lot of Preston this year. He's flying, and I just hope he gets a chance. Just got a super sticker from David Shire. So not only is he given 7 memberships, but there's a super sticker there as well. Thank you very much indeed, buddy. Right, where were we? I've just seen a couple of people. Where I need to start starring the things so I know where we were. Nah, mate, James, I don't think he's going anywhere. I understand what you're saying. It would need to take big money. If they go and do that, especially with the risk of losing Van de Ven or Romero, then we are in a lot more trouble than you thought. Yeah, Renan, please do get back to me, buddy. I'll put, if you're in the chat tomorrow, I'll put my email and everything, and we can have a conversation or whatever. Mate, Romero, if someone had said that to you at the beginning of the season, you'd be like, Jesus Christ, what the hell is going on? Liran, big up, buddy. Hope you're good and well. If you want to come on the show tomorrow, like you did late night Lily White before, you're more than welcome, buddy. Jack's going to come on. If any people want to come on the show tomorrow, I'm not going to have a massive stream. Lengthwise, it's going to be a huge stream, but I'm not going to have like 10 people on. If guests want to come on, I'm going to have them on, but I'll rotate kind of thing. But if you want to come on, reach out to me. Everyone in the chat as well. Yeah, listen, I really wanted to believe that we would. I really wanted to believe that we would. And who knows? Now Stalakey's back. Kulusevski, who's probably going to be out for the season. Madison, you never know. Listen, he has again. He's another person that hasn't been backed by the board. Who sells Brennan Johnson? Then sees Kudus injured, so we don't have a right winger. And as we're about to go, it's the 1st of February, which is my niece's birthday. My beautiful Sophie will be 6 tomorrow, or today, UK time. And Spurs still haven't addressed the right wing situation. It just goes to show that Frank, whether he'd get the right winger in, but it just shows what this club is. Time of a break if we want anything moving. Yep. I've just seen a good man, Mr. Scott M. Mate. Mate, listen, Late Night Lily White is back tomorrow. I was actually going to message you today, but I completely forgot. I'll message you tomorrow. Hopefully you can come on during Late Night Lily White, which would be phenomenal. I hope you are good, buddy. This weather, though, Scott, is killing me. I haven't got out. Since I got picked up from the airport, but seeing minus 27s or whatever, it's not for me. Psycho teacher, Mr. Brazil is in the house. If you want to come on tomorrow during Late Night Lily White, you're more than welcome. Damn right, Kitty. Damn right. Let's have a look. Scott, mate. Scott, I'm so happy. I love Scott M. Late Night Lily White is back tomorrow, 9 p.m. our time, Toronto time, buddy, or Eastern time. So it's going to be back with a deadline day bonanza. What else we got? I thought Potts was coming back. Mate, I so thought Kane was coming back. At the start of the season, I had it convinced. Once Levy left, I was like, he's coming home. Not a chance anymore. Oh, you're right. Did you see the comparison? Yeah, mate. Jim, do you know what? As I said on We Are Tottenham TV, anything that seems so implausible and doesn't make sense only makes sense at Tottenham. So would I put it past Tottenham finishing 17th, 16th, 15th and winning the Champions League? No, I wouldn't put it past us. Do I see it happening? No. Would I put it past us? No. I don't know if James. I mean, we're going to discuss that a lot more tomorrow because we're going to have more time. Because like I said, I will be wrapping this up very, very shortly, so I can go. So I can spend some time with my wife. Staying up is more important. Damn right. Damn right. Robbie, big up, buddy. I hope you're good and well. I'm all good, buddy. I hope you are. Skippy is the legend. He does love his Skippy. He did, mate. This is the thing. We can say that he had Gareth Bale. He had Gareth goddamn Bale. And if you look at that AVB team, the first season of AVB, he had my guy, my second favourite Spurs player of all time, my favourite ever defender, Jan Vertonghen, in his first season, who got into the Premier League Team of the Year. He had a inform Hugo. We had a team of good players. Then when he had the window with the Gareth Bale money and didn't get the players he wanted, he got the players that Levy and Baldini wanted. Then things went wrong. But AVB in his first season weren't bad at all. Mate, not in a billion years. People have said, would you take Levy back now if you knew what you knew? I was like, not if you paid me. Not if you paid me. Not if you paid me £1 million would I have Levy back. Yeah, look, I mean, look, David, and I will say, David knows full well, and I'm happy he was in here for my little Ange rage or saying. One of my dearest friends, Australian, and he knows how I feel about it. And David is the most respectful, and there are people that have just been, and I'm not saying they're Australians, there's people around the world where I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like this fan base, like what it did and what it's continuing to do. If Frank plays good football, he played handball. No, he didn't. The players just played a better brand of football than they have done. They go on about the teams when we've lost, yet we lost to Ipswich and Southampton, who are now in the Championship. Tamworth, we took to it didn't work. Injuries are injuries, like what Frank has got now. But it's just craziness. It is just craziness. Back here, big up to you, buddy. Who else we got in the chat? Because I do. Biggest con job, Spurs. Yup. Damn right. What else we got? Oh, look. Dedicated by members, chaps. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, dear. Ron, big up, Jeff. How are we doing, geezer? Long time no see. Right, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to wrap it up for this evening. This was just a welcome back to all of you guys. Welcome back, Tottenham On Tour, back up running, and letting you guys know the Late Night Lily White will be the flagship show and will be done regularly, at least 2 or 3 times a week, definitely on Sundays or the Saturday if we play Saturdays. There will be a bonanza tomorrow at 9 p.m. where we'll talk the Man City game. We'll talk transfers. We'll have guests on. We could be talking some crazy stuff, whether it be we go to mental health and addiction, whether we go to worst flavour crisp, or where you never know where this show is going. I will be caffeined up. So we will be having lots and lots of fun tomorrow. I am so happy to be back. I'm so happy to see you guys in the chat. And we're just going to have a lot of fun. And if you can't laugh as a Spurs fan, then we're doomed. Oh, mate, I cannot wait. Honestly, I cannot wait to get back tomorrow. That's another thing I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and get a lot of footage from the Scotland Yard, so you guys can see what the Scotland Yard's like, the atmosphere, the people. I might do interviews with some of them, the guys that sit at my table, so you get to know what goes on at the Scotland Yard. But on that note, I am going to let it go for the evening. We are back at 9 p.m. Toronto time tomorrow evening. I will say thank you for being here. See you tomorrow. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And this is back. And as always, Enoch out. Tottenham On Tour. Tottenham On Tour.